What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Luna flatlines, Hope rushes to hospital for Liam. The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Luna Nozawa flatlined as Lee Finnegan panicked in the operating room. Hope Logan also rushed to the hospital for Liam Spencer, so here's how action played out. John Finnegan found a weak pulse at the beach house, so he put pressure on Liam's wound until help arrived. Steffi Forrester tried to answer the cops' questions, but she was upset and wanted to focus on Liam. Ms. Dillon was also freed from her restraints and felt terrible about not knowing the truth about Ms. Sunshine, aka Luna, but Finn assured her that it wasn't her fault. Liam, Luna, and Sheila Sharp were all rushed to the hospital for treatment, so Grace Buckingham got updates from Finn as the shooting victims arrived. A cop once again asked Steffi questions about what went down, so she explained a bit more about unhinged Luna and credited Liam with saving her life. Although Steffi acknowledged that Luna was Finn's daughter, she told Finn she didn't know what she'd do if Luna survived and Liam didn't. Grace wanted to work on Liam since he was her patient, but Finn sent her to patch up Sheila's foot instead. As for Steffi, she gave Liam a kiss on the forehead before he went to the operating room. While Grace performed Sheila's surgery, Lee got the horrific shooting news and wound up working on Luna with Bridget Forrester. After Lee struggled to remove the bullet, she suggested they may have to leave it in. Lee refused to let Luna die this way and was relieved once she seemed more stable. As Lee talked about being the one to tell Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, about all this, Bridget declared that they had a bleeder and worked frantically to help Luna. Once Luna flatlined, Lee panicked since they were losing her and started shouting Luna's name. After a police officer gave Steffi some reassuring words, she headed to an observation window and watched Liam's surgery. That also gave Steffi a chance to call Hope and fill her in on Luna shooting Liam. Hope was understandably distraught as she filled Carter Walton in and rushed to the hospital with him. According to the spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there will be much more post-production chaos, so keep an eye out for what's in store for Liam and Luna. Hope rushes to the hospital as both Liam and Luna fight for their lives in surgery. At the beach house, Finn tells Steffi that Liam has a faint pulse. He looks at Luna, who is in a pool of blood. Finn applies pressure to Liam's wound and Sheila says he's a good man. Steffi snaps, "A good man your granddaughter tried to kill." Sheila looks at Luna and whispers, "What have you done?" As the paramedics pull up outside. The paramedics work on Liam and Luna, and Miss Dillon, who has been freed, cries and apologizes. Steffi tells the police officer that Luna lured her there, but she can't focus on that right now. Liam begins to stabilize somewhat, but Finn warns they won't know what's what until they get to the hospital. The officer asks about the girl. Finn says she has a bullet wound to the chest and keeps working on Liam. Once Liam's loaded onto a stretcher, the officer tries to ask Steffi more questions about Luna. She identifies the gun she used and tells him Liam saved her life. Finn and Steffi decide they'll both go in the ambulance with Liam. Hope is concerned about Liam at Forrester. Hope tells Carter she thinks Liam may finally be ready to tell his father and brothers about his diagnosis. Carter can't imagine what it would be like for a parent to lose a child. Hope says it's the most searing pain imaginable. Carter apologizes, remembering she once thought Beth had died. Hope's glad Steffi told her about Liam's tumor and that she has a chance to be there for him. She hopes Bill, Will, and Wyatt will also get that chance, but Liam needs to be the one to tell them. Although the clock is ticking, there's no telling what can happen from one day to the next. Carter and Hope discuss Liam's tumor and whether there's a treatment. Hope says it's about the quality of life for him. He wants to make memories without getting too tired or sick. Carter lets her know he takes very seriously the responsibility he'll have as Beth's stepfather, but he wants them to have as much time with Liam as they possibly can. Hope couldn't have imagined losing Liam to a tumor like this. Carter gripes that he's a good guy and doesn't deserve this. Hope agrees that he's selfless. Carter wonders if Bill will regret not appreciating that more. Hope says they have different ideas of strength. Liam has passed his gift on to their daughter. According to Carter, Beth has two remarkable, steadfast parents. Hope wants her to hold her memories of Liam close to her heart. This isn't going to be easy to say goodbye. She doesn't even want to think about it. It could be closer than either of them think. Hope guesses she took it for granted that Liam would always be there and be a part of their family. Time is running out for him far too soon. Liam and Luna fight for their lives. Liam's wheeled into the hospital where Grace learns there are multiple gunshot wounds. Luna's wheeled in, followed by Sheila, who is stable. Steffi agonizes and Finn tells her Liam will have to go to the OR. He'll do everything possible to save him. He runs off and the police approach Steffi again to question her about Luna's trap. They ask about the others' involvement. Steffi explains how Sheila is connected to Luna and how she tried to get the gun from her and got shot. Lee appears and Steffi tells her Liam was shot by Luna. There was so much blood. Finn reappears as Steffi continues telling Lee the story. Steffi tells Finn that if Luna survives and Liam doesn't, she doesn't know what she'll do. An alarm beeps and Luna's wheeled off into emergency surgery. Sheila calls Finn over to ask about Luna. Grace wants to look after Liam, but Finn doesn't want to delay. He rejoins Liam to take him to surgery and Steffi kisses his head before they leave. In the OR, Grace works on Sheila and asks for updates on Liam's status throughout. Sheila can't stop thinking about her granddaughter. Grace understands, she's had her fair share of family drama too. They put Sheila under and start operating. In the other OR, Bridget and Lee work on Luna, trying to find the bullet. They see it and Lee thinks they'll have to leave it in. She won't let her bleed out. I refuse to let my niece die this way. Steffi sits in the waiting room and the cop tells her that it will take more than a bullet to take Liam away from his two little girls. Steffi cries that it would be her on the operating table if not for him. I owe him my life. She asks a nurse to let her in the operating room. She's told she can watch through the observation window. In the OR, Finn tells Liam to hang in there. We're going to get you through this. He looks up as Steffi enters the observation room and watches through the window. Finn continues with the surgery as Steffi dials a number on her phone. Hope picks up Steffi's call at Forrester. She learns Liam's in the hospital. He's been shot. By Luna. You need to get here as soon as you can. Hope disconnects and tells Carter that Liam's been shot, and they need to go now. In Sheila's operating room, Grace puts in stitches and says she's almost done. She learns that Luna is still in surgery and there's no update on Liam. She says Sheila was lucky her wounds weren't life-threatening but her granddaughter's and Liam's are. In the other OR, Liam's stats begin to drop as an alarm beeps. Steffi cries, "Oh God, Liam," as Finn barks orders. "Oh, Liam, you need to fight. Kelly needs more time with you." "We all do." Steffi B&B. In Luna's surgery, Lee wishes Bridget luck. Bridget hopes Luna will continue to stabilize. Lee laments her troubled life with her mother. She'll tell Penelope. Suddenly, there's a bleeder and one of the nurses declares, "We're losing her." Lee screams, "Luna! Luna!"